Camper, eating some hot and spicy chicken. Good stuff. Good stuff. Seeing if anybody else joins in. Chilling in my camper because my work. Hello. Hi there, Judith. Thanks for joining in. I'm eating a bowl of some hot and spicy chicken ramen noodle. Debbie Sue, hello. I don't know how you catch all the lives, Debbie Sue. You must have your phone set up just right or something. But chilling in my camper. Thought I'd go live, show my camper maybe a little, but I was just about ready to say that reason I'm in my camper is they got us working 12-hour days, and I live pretty far from here. It's if it wasn't for going through the cities, because I'm up in Minnesota, so be Minneapolis and St. Paul. I gotta drive through both those, so it takes me about 2 hours to get home due to traffic and construction. And working 12-hour days, I just been almost dozing off trying to drive home or in the morning. It's not very safe, so I just brought my camper and I parked it out in the work parking lot, and so far they've been leaving me alone, so that saves me on drive time and gives me a lot more time. Because right after, before I was getting up at 3 in the morning. Now that I'm already at work, I don't have to get up till 5. Able to make breakfast, eat something before I go in. Where when I'm at the house, I got to get up at 3 and I don't have time to do anything or feel like eating it early in the morning. So far it's been working out. I put the insulation up behind me because my camper is one of those pop-ups, so it's like a tent. So ended up insulating it. So far it's been holding the heat in pretty good. We're predicted to get 3 to 4 inches of snow tonight, so we'll see if that happens. I haven't checked the temperature yet, but I think it's around 32 degrees. But so far it's been pretty cozy inside here in the camper. I do have a heated blanket, so if I do get cold, I can kick on the heated blanket. I do have my heater, but so far it's not too bad. Got me some ramen noodle, just finished eating that up. But let me flip it around, I'll show you guys. That's my kitchen area. That flips up to the stove. But mostly I've been just bringing simple stuff to eat. Make some hot water for the coffee. It's a bit of a mess. It's been in the progress of working on it, but anyways, I keep some of my dishes, and it's got the sugar, salt and pepper. Then there's some dishes down in there. This area here used to have the old refrigerator in it, but it was junk. It didn't work anymore, so I ripped it out. But kind of in the process of, I'm not sure what to do with the area, but the more I've been in here, I think Robert, hello, good to see you. I was just staying in my camper, just showing it off. But I think this area here, I want to get more insulation back there because it's just bare wood. Get some insulation in there, maybe put another shelf in there. That's kind of just a Tupperware, scissors, catch-all, important stuff up there. And then for power, I got the battery bank, and it's able to charge my phone. It runs, like I said, I got a 12-volt heated blanket, so if I do get really cold, I can put that on. And then down there is my Mr. Buddy heater. So if I get too cold, at least I can put the Mr. Buddy heater on. But yeah, of course I do have a smoke detector, carbon monoxide. Gotta have one of these if you're running one of those Buddy heaters so you're safe at night. Well, I don't sleep with that heater on. I just heat it up for a little bit and it holds the heat pretty good. So, how are you all doing tonight? Jennifer, hello. Good to see ya. I was just giving a tour of my camper. Maybe asking why I'm in my camper on a work night. But they got me working 12-hour days for the holidays since we got Thursday, Friday off. They try to cram in as much work, and it takes me about 2 hours drive time to get to work. So working 12-hour days and then trying to drive 2 hours, it kills me. End up getting up, I have to get up at 3, and then usually I don't get home till 7:30. So that's just basically enough time to grab a bite to eat, take a quick shower, and go to bed. So I figured I'll just pack up the camper. And so far they've been leaving me alone. I've been camping in one of their parking lots. It's a huge facility, and they have multiple parking lots. So I picked one kind of far away, so hopefully people would leave me alone. And so far they have. So it's been working out really well. I got tomorrow now to work, and then head home Wednesday night. So, and I'm sure, depending on the weather, probably have to do this again Christmas holiday, but we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Yeah. We are actually supposed to get some snow anytime soon. I think my son just texted me. He's up north a little bit more, and it's already snowing there. Can you use the bathroom? Well, unfortunately, it's either a bucket, and then if I really have to go, then yeah, then I can go. I probably could go inside. I have a badge to get into the facilities, so if I really had to, I'm sure they would have no problem, because I have, like I said, I have a badge. They don't know if I'm one of the regular workers or I'm a construction worker there. The facility, I can't say too much because people will know exactly where I am right away, and I don't want too many people finding out. But basically the facility I'm working at, we're changing out all their conveyor belts, so I'm on the construction side of it. Oh yeah, I would, man, once I get all my debt paid off, I think I would love to just live out of my vehicle. Maybe, I don't know if I would probably wouldn't keep this truck camper. I would probably get like a toy hauler. That way I can keep my bikes and motorcycle with me and just travel around all over. I watch all kinds of YouTube videos of people doing that. So driving all the way up to Alaska, that would be awesome. So that's why I said hopefully one day I can make it up there. Yeah. So and also there's a YMCA across the street that run over there and take a shower, so that's a good thing. But hopefully I've been making a video on this little journey, so you'll have to watch and wait for it later. So yep. Yeah, a van would be nice. I like to go off-roading a little bit more than I think a van's capable of doing. And I heard that the four-wheel drive vans are a little bit more expensive. So I think I would rather just stick to a truck and just have a trailer, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to cross that path when I get there. So. Oh yeah, man, there's some good motorcycle travelers out there too. I don't know if you ever heard of Itchy Boots, but she goes all over the world on her motorcycle, and it's absolutely crazy what she does with that bike. But it's good to see you all. I greatly appreciate you guys all stopping in. I just thought since I was sitting in my camper, it'd be kind of neat to go live, since I've been live on my boat. Now I can say I've been live in my camper. And I have service here, so usually when I'm out camping, I don't have any service. There's just, so this is kind of neat. And it was kind of a rough day at work today, so it was really nice just to be able to walk right out to the car and change into some comfortable clothes. And I jumped right into bed, got it warm, and now just, just chilled and watched a little YouTube. So, do I believe in Jesus Christ? Yes, I do. Absolutely. Go watch some of my videos. Could use the content, and definitely, and there's some other people on here too. Go watch their contents. But, yep. That is for sure. Life would be absolutely rough without it. But yeah. Any other questions or anything? I can show, if people are still in here, I can show it around again. Let me flip it. Oh, there we go. Oh. Anyways, there's the camp stove. Sorry about the mess. Just got done eating that hot, spicy chicken. Usually I try not to eat that kind of food, but I have some food like that in here for emergencies. Because it's just good to have. I don't know if you got to jump in your vehicle and get somewhere real fast. I like to have some stored food like that where I can just heat it up, and that sounded good. But the door is kind of small for me. I'm gonna have to duck to get in there. I always picture when people watch me getting into here, it looks like that cartoon of Winnie the Pooh when he's stuck in the hole. That's pretty much probably what it looks like, me trying to get in here. But all the silver that you see up there, I put that up to insulate it. And of course it's on the windows. They try to keep the cold out. But the insulation is right behind there. It's like a tent material. It's a pop-up. So that way you can pop it down when you're traveling to get better gas mileage. Got a cubby hole here. It's just got miscellaneous stuff. Usually it's a little bit more organized, but I find the more I stay in it, I need to organize it even more. But the old fridge used to be here. Right now, what I do for a fridge, I have my cooler. The good thing about this time of year, you don't have to get ice. It stays kind of cold in there, so don't have to worry about getting ice like summertime. And then got some pink board right here. So this does have a full, it's probably a queen size bed behind there. But I blocked it off because I don't like to sleep up there. I like to sit up once in a while, or it's just harder. I'm a big guy, and it's hard for me to get up and down out of there. Sometimes in the middle of the night you got to get up. So this usually has a table here, but the table folds down, turns into a bed, and it works out perfect for me. So that way, I don't need a table or chairs. It's just me. I just sit here and eat my food or whichever. Works out perfect. But yeah, that's just a little camper. But yeah, I'm 6'4", and at one time, well, I used to be able to stay about 225, 250 weight wise, but I started traveling for work and wasn't able to go to the gym anymore. And when you're just working all the time and not eating the best, I actually got up to about 450. And that's when I really opened up my eyes and realized I had to do something. So I tried just to eat meat, the carnivore style, and I believe I've been losing weight. I just haven't been to the gym to be able to check, see what my weight is, because an average scale just says air. So need to get back to the gym to weigh myself, or to the doctors. But yeah, appreciate you stopping in. Hope you have a good night, Judith. But yeah, so that's let me flip it around. I didn't realize you're just staring at the curtains. But it's the facility I am at. There's a lot of traffic in and out, but it's it's just a little noisy out there, but I can sleep through noise. And I try to stay quiet when there's people there, because there's cars on both sides of me right now. I didn't realize it got that crazy at nighttime. The night shift must park over here. But so far, everybody's been leaving it alone. So, escaping the suburbs. Hello. I need to catch up on some of your videos, that's for sure. Appreciate you stopping by. And yes, this is my camper. What type of... You know, I really don't know the brand of this. But it's one of those that goes in the back of the truck and it pops up. So it's got the tint material. Real quick, I'm here staying in the parking lot at my work because I work 12-hour days and I live 2 hours away from here. And the drive's been killing me, and I've been feeling like, you know, falling asleep driving or pulling over. It's just wasting time. So I figured I'd just come here and camp out in the parking lot. And so far, everybody's been leaving me alone. Oh, kind of. Yeah, it goes in the pickup bed. Oh, nice. Yeah, so the reason I have this camper right now is because back when I started my YouTube channel, I really wanted to go camping and have my fishing boat with me and go to all the different lakes here in Minnesota. But shortly after I had my boat, and then I picked up this camper about a year ago. And of course, shortly after that, and after I started my YouTube, I lost my job. So of course things got hard and tough, and I ended up selling my boat, which was I regret that, because I had that thing set up nicely the way I wanted it. And I mean, I know people always say you can always get another one, but that thing was a very nice boat, and I think I was desperate for the money at the time, so I think I let it go for a little too cheap. And then it's been hard to get another one. But I have that free one, and I can get out there and play with it if you've seen some of my videos. But ideally, that's what I wanted to do, for just go around different lakes, showing the different campsites, and go fishing. But hopefully someday I'll get there. But yeah, so that's why I got this camper. And also eventually, if I'd like to get a pull behind toy hauler, maybe not the camper type, because they're built so badly. Campers are just built so poorly. They're made to just be used once or twice a year, but if you live out of them or use them every weekend, they will fall apart on you so fast. So I think I'd just get like a regular enclosed trailer, because they're built for it, and turn it into a camper. I don't need much, so it wouldn't be that hard. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do when times like that. That's definitely for sure. And that's the other reason I'm down here right now. I was spending, you know, I'm saving gas money right now. I'm saving, you know, time, just all kinds of stuff about staying down here. So if I can do it out of my camper, that's great. I don't have to pay for the campground, because here in the cities, the campgrounds are expensive and they're overrated. But yeah. Microsoft, Steve. Oh, okay. Hello. Oh yeah, the pull behind campers. Yeah, just do some reviews about buying campers. Even there's just a lot of horror stories I see and watching them, and they have issues. They're just badly built, and a lot of them are on the assembly line, so they're just going down the line, and people aren't really putting their greatest attention towards it. It's just another piece to staple in, or another thing to do, and they're just not built to last. So I would oh, hey there. Did I miss? Oh, okay. Sorry, catching up on some of the chats. Do you ever watch? Oh yes, yeah, I do watch him. I actually just came across him not too long ago, Mav. Man, I don't know where he gets his I don't know where he gets his money to buy those vehicles. But that's pretty awesome how he could go and get the vehicles and drive them back up to Minnesota. Escaping the Suburbs is talking about another Minnesota YouTube guy named Mav. And he started out truck camping. And the funny thing is a story real quick that just popped in my head is the reason I found him on YouTube is there was another truck camper like this. And if you see his stories, it's the one where the tents fold out on the side. I was going after that the same time he was trying to buy it from the seller. Because I thought that was really unique too, how it would pop up like mine does, but the sides would fold out too, like a tent. And then one side had a couch on it, the other side had a bed on it. And I thought it was so funny because that was the same one I was going after up here in Minnesota. But he ended up getting, which was fine. But yeah, he's definitely fun to watch. I wonder why it's not scrolling down. There we go. What did I miss? Sorry, still trying to figure out this. Oh yeah. Still trying to figure this out. I haven't gone live too many times, so. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize he had millions of subscribers. I guess I didn't pay attention. But, yep. Yeah, it was. And that's kind of, it's funny because I was going after that same camper top, and then all of a sudden the seller said it was sold. And I was like, oh, it's, you know, it happens when you're on Market Facebook, you know, and I wasn't dead set of like really, really wanting it. And so I was like, oh, no big deal. And then I think I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts or something, and I seen it pop up, and I was like, no way. Then that's when I found out he's from Minnesota, and he just picked it up. I was like, that is too funny. Yep. It is awesome that it's live streaming. It just popped in my head. I was like, hey, I can live stream because I have service. Usually when I have the camper set up, I'm out in the woods, and there's no service. And that's kind of one of the other things that's nice about getting out to the woods is how quiet it is. You probably can't hear it right now, but I'm not too far from the airport. So you got airplanes flying by, there's always sirens and then loud trucks, and then when I work inside, it's constantly grinders and welders, and we gotta wear earplugs most all day. So it's definitely nice to get out to the woods where it's quiet. But yeah, usually I don't have service out there, so. And I've done lives off of my boat, off of my e-bike, so I figured, hey, might as well do one off of my camper too, so. But yeah, definitely thank you guys for joining in. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's my dinner. I actually had some little hamburgers I heated up for a snack, and then I had this. I like to keep some emergency food in here. I usually try to eat healthier than this, but this actually wasn't too bad, the noodles. But I keep some emergency food in here just in case. You never know if I had to leave the house for emergency some reason, at least the camper's ready to go. I always keep the camper water in there, food in there, emergency stuff in there, so if anything ever happens, goes down, I can jump in the camper and go. Oh yeah, getting out in the quiet woods isn't definitely not for everybody. But yeah, that definitely nice to get out. Yep. I did grow up camping, so this is my parents camped ever since I was a baby. My dad was a mechanic, so he basically the old style Volkswagen Bugs, they used to take them all the way down to the frame and turn them into sand rails or dune buggies. But he started out with one of those, and then he turned it into more of the fancier ones like you see today. And then when I was 12 years old, he helped me build my own sandrail. And man, I wish YouTube was around back then. As we had the sandrails, we'd go to the different sand dunes. So down here in the States, we would travel all around to the different states in the West. I've been all over the West, crazy. Um, we traveled to all these different sand dunes, different parts of the mountains with these sandrails. And then we also had some really good friends that like to camp at the lakes in Nebraska. There's a huge lake in Nebraska, Lake McConaughey, and so many great memories there. So we were always camping. Also, my dad loved Jeeps. Well, originally from Colorado, so we were always in the mountains camping too. And my dad loved Jeeps, so he had a Jeep, I had a Jeep. We'd take different Jeep trails and find somewhere to put the tents and do camping out there. Just good, definitely good memories. So I just continued to always camp. I actually have 5 kids, and I had my sandrail still, but my older kids didn't enjoy it. And I wish I wouldn't have sold it, because that was one of those things that my dad and I built. I should have hung on to it, but it was one of those times in life where I wasn't using it, and a lot of times if I'm not using it, I just get rid of it. But that's one thing I wish I would have kept too. But anyways, ended up buying a boat and taking the kids water skiing and tubing, and they loved it. So summertime, we were always at the lake camping and hanging out at the lake. So funny part now, I know I have one daughter that still likes to camp, and then my oldest or youngest son likes to camp. The rest of them don't care for it too much. But you'll have that. Debbie Sue did a lot of camping growing up. Yeah. Let's see. Add as moderator. Trying something new here. Trying to mess with the live since I have you guys. Moderating. Standard. Try that one. See what happens. Susan, hello. It's good to see you on here. Hey, you can finally get to see my setup. Susan is from Australia. I have actually several Australia followers, but I am at my camper. Everybody's gonna get tired of my story, but it basically, to sum it up, is I'm in my camper because I'm doing 12-hour days at work, and I have to drive 2 hours. And that's one way. So it'd be 4 hours out of the day there and back, and then 12 hours of working on top of that. So it was killing me. Essentially, I get up at 3, when I get home till 7. Time you shower, eat, all that good stuff, it's usually 10 o'clock. So, and then I don't sleep very well. But anyways, there's the kitchen. Give you the quick tour. The door, which is small, that door is probably only 4.5 feet or so. So it's a bit of a struggle to get in and out for me, but it works. I insulated it. That's what all the silver is. It did have nicer drawers here, but I ripped them off so I can just put cubbies in there. This has, usually it's a little bit more organized, but I haven't gotten a good coffee maker yet, so I just do the instant coffee. It's got the salt and pepper in there. Coffee stuff, silverware down in there, pots and pans down over there. This section here used to have the old refrigerator, and I gutted it. And there was, the funny part is, I don't know if you ever seen some of my other videos, but there used to be a sink here, and I got rid of the sink. And I was in my garage, and my son had a bunch of signs in there. But anyways, the very first sign I picked up, because I figured, oh, that will cover up the hole where the sink used to be. But the sign says no overnight camping. So I thought that was funny. That was the very first sign I picked up. So I was like, yep, that one's got to go in the camper. But that's just a shelf. And there's another cubby hole. I just haven't, it's still been working on it slowly. I want to put shelves in there, or I'm not sure what to do inside there. Um, anyways, that's my power bank. Susan, this is the power bank you definitely need. So this power bank charges my phone. Unfortunately, I have to have one of those sleep machines. So it runs my sleep machine. And also that helps me so, you know, I don't have to, I can go camping. But I got a heated blanket. That's what this one is. So if I do get really cold, I only turn the heated blanket on for a little bit. And that just, you know, gets real to chill, warms you up. Behind here, there is one of those full-size, queen-size beds up there. But I'm so big, I don't really fit up there, and I don't like climbing in and out. So, but yeah, that's a tour of the camper. So, flip you back around. And the good thing is you gotta use the restroom if you have to. If I'm out in the woods, I just go outside. But when you're in the camper like this, if you have to really go, use the bucket or whichever. And if I really have to go, I can go back inside the facility because they're open 24 hours. But so far, nobody said anything about me camping here. I've been here, this is my second night here, so be able to go back home tomorrow for the Thanksgiving. I do not have solar yet, and I want to get solar for my power bank because my power bank will run off of solar. I've been watching, I have a hard time buying stuff brand new. I don't know why. So I've been watching Market Facebook and just trying to find a good deal. But this power bank has been lasting me pretty good, and I can recharge it off of the truck. Just run the truck and recharge it, or charge it at home. So far I don't have solar, but I definitely want to get it. That's for sure. Unfortunately, Thanksgiving plans, I don't. Work was being so crazy. I was going to travel back to Colorado. My youngest daughter moved out of the house, so I was going to take her all her stuff. But I canceled it because over Christmas I have 2 weeks. So I was like, well, I'll spend more time going back to Colorado and be with the kids, and I'll have 2 weeks. I was going to take the camper and all of her stuff and camp around Colorado. And then, but my kids, sometimes kids can be kids. She didn't call or ask her anything. She ended up buying a ticket to come out here because she wanted to spend Christmas with some of her friends. So I don't know what my plans are now. And I don't know how I'm going to get her stuff. But only time will tell. Oh, bye, Jen. Jen, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out with us. I greatly appreciate it. And hope everything goes well. Still thinking of you through your journey in life. If you guys get a chance, go over and check out Jennifer's page. And she lives up in Alaska, and she does amazing, absolutely amazing videos. I wish I could, I don't know how she does it, but just the way she films, it's like you're watching something professionally done. But 3 p.m. Wednesday afternoon here in New Zealand. Oh, nice. Trish, hello. Good to see you. Did you just jump on? That's awesome. Hopefully you got to see some of my camper. I can always show you again. Oh yeah. Sorry. I have a bad time looking at the chat and showing things around. Still learning how to do that. So the temperature right now is hovering around 32 degrees, but it's dropping. My son said that he's up north a little bit more, like 2 hours away, and he said it's already snowing there. We are supposed to get 3 to 4 inches of snow inside the camper, and I meant to buy a thermostat so I could see, but inside here it's comfortable. I don't know, it's got to be at least 50 or so inside the camper, and I haven't turned the heater on for a while, so it keeps the heat in pretty good so far. Debbie Sue says, yes, Jen is amazing. She definitely is. So, I love watching all the people overseas and everything. Trish is over in New Zealand, so she always driving on the wrong side of the road. Confuses me watching her videos. But it's fun. And she's another one that likes to walk on beaches. A lot of people know Dora, but Trish also goes down and walks on the beaches when she can. It's been awfully windy over there. What is our time? What is it? It's 8:15 over here, p.m. on Tuesday. Susan. Man, I need to be able to be more like Dora. Dora's amazing. She can read everything out loud. It seems like I can't talk and read. My brain don't work that way. But yeah, check out Trisha's YouTube. Oh man, Trish can do some amazing quilting. If you like quilting, and she makes her own. It just absolutely blows my mind how she can make her own clothes and how she stitches. Sometime I'm going to have to send her or get a hold of her to see if she can make me a beanie. But it is absolutely amazing. I don't know how she don't get lost. I would get lost or be poking my fingers. Or, yeah, you'll definitely have to check her channel out. So it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, definitely check her channel out. Debbie Sue's channel, she tells amazing stories. I lost both of my grandmothers, and just listening to Debbie Sue talk and just brings back so much good memories. There's a lot of times I'll just click onto her channel and just let it play and just listen to her stories go down. And she also turned me on to some wonderful candies. Meaning, there's only one store that I can find those candies, and I haven't been back there. It's where I buy my dog food. It's like a country store. I need to get back there and get some more candy. Oh, that's awesome. You got another calf. Congratulations. Man, you do so much just by your... So Susan has a farm out in Australia, and it's her and her daughter, I believe, and she runs this whole place by herself. It's so much work. She does more work than a lot of guys I even know, and it's amazing watching her videos and just the way she lives life. She has a video on the stove she cooks on. It reminds me of one of the old school stoves, and it's just amazing how she went into detail explaining exactly how it worked. I had no clue it worked that way. I figured you just throw wood in there and cook off the top of it. But it is definitely an interesting video. So yeah. Oh yeah, well, Susan lives up in the hills. I don't know how hot it gets up there. She does have a beautiful farm. I greatly appreciate you guys all hanging out. That is awesome. Australia definitely gets hot. It'll be interesting when it gets summertime to see how long Dora stays out walking on the beaches. Oh, okay, that's good, because I know you were worried about Thunderhoof being overweight or gaining more weight. And I believe that's the one you said that had calf problems before, if I'm correct. I may be misthinking. Oh, she waited till the live stream was over. Oh, of course. Could you imagine if you caught that on live stream? That would be crazy. A lot of people would probably get sick though, but yes. That would have been awesome to see. Oh, you're gonna go feed the kitties dinner? Speaking of which, I wonder if I haven't been home to feed the cat. I need to double check to make sure my son's feeding my daughter's cat. Thanks for reminding me. Hopefully my son's feeding my daughter's cat. I need to definitely make notes. Call my son to see if he's feeding it. Good evening, Mike. Oh, hey. Hello. How are you doing? Custom Screenings Printing. Good to see you. Thanks for finally making it to one of my lives, which I don't hardly ever go live, but I'm actually in my camper, and I figured since I'm here, I might as well go live. That is an amazing name for a cow. That is. Yep, Debbie Sue's in here. Wade is from Custom Screening. He does screening for like t-shirts, so maybe someday I'll get a design for my channel and can have Wade print me up some shirts. That'd be awesome. I love supporting other YouTubers and what they do. So, let's see. I might be way behind. My chat froze. Sorry, still trying to learn how to do all this. Now I gotta play catch up. Sorry, guys. Come hang out with you. Oh, man, like I said, I just love supporting everybody else, and I'm always learning something new from somebody, or just I like to see how everybody else is doing in life. But yeah, it's funny. We live in a neighborhood, and you know, I don't know any of my neighbors, except for I know a couple of them are extremely mean and they don't like my son's dogs. But, and even at work, you got so many people that fake friend you, is what I call it. They're just friends because you got to work with them. But there's so many amazing people here on YouTube. So it's just awesome to meet amazing people and interact with them. So that's why I love jumping on other people's lives and supporting them, basically because I know how hard it is trying to get your YouTube channel going. Man, I don't know how you guys keep up with these lives. Happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry. Sorry if I missed anybody. Deb? Oh, tracking with Deb and Mike. Hey, sorry, I'm catching up on my lives. Mike and Deb, good to see you guys. I'm actually in my camper. Quick story for the new people here, just in my camper because we're working 12-hour days, and I got to drive 2 hours one way, so that's 4 hours out of the day I got to drive, and that kills me. I end up falling asleep while I'm driving, or dozing off, and that's one of my biggest fears, is to do that. So I figured I'd just bring the camper down here and stealth camp in the parking lot. It's a big facility, and they got several places to park, so I figured I'd just park and try camping out, and hopefully people leave me alone. And so far it's been working, but we can flip it around real quick, show you it ain't much of a camper, but it works for me. That's my cooking stove. I gutted everything out of here because this is an older camper. I think it's the 80s, and everything was broke, so I gutted everything. I got rid of the sink. I don't really need water. I have bottled water, and I always use fresh water, so I don't have a holding tank or nothing. The old refrigerator was there. Now it's just, I want to put shelves in there. I'm still building it out. I got to put insulation back in there and build it out. Just a cubby hole. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. The bed is back here. It's insulated right now. I've blocked off that area to keep the heat in here. Actually, this board here is just left over because I actually just insulated it last night. So the bed's back there, and then the bed I'm on now, there's a table under there, so it would turn into a table and have bench seats on both sides, but it folds down to a table, and that's what I use for my bed. I don't need a table. It's just me. I like sitting up here anyways, chilling. But yeah, that's the camper. And I figured since I was here, might as well do a live out of my camper, since I've done a live off my boat in my electric bike. Sorry if I missed some of your chats. I'm not sure how you guys keep up with all this. Oh, then I hit the wrong button. Oh, Deb and Mike. Yes, Deb and Mike's channel is also a pretty good one. They travel all around. They go to some unique places, so they like to hike and bike ride, and hopefully someday I can live that life. But right now I gotta work, pay off all my debt from mistakes I made earlier in life. Live and learn, but it is what it is. Well, hopefully once I get all my debt paid off, I can travel around more, see stuff. Susan and been doing YouTube for about 18 months. Every day, every day you learn something new, and then it seems like as soon as you learn something on YouTube, it changes. You gotta relearn it. That's like great. I don't know if I want to be doing all this learning. Let's see. Trish, that's a good idea. Take us outside so you can see the outside of the camper. Oh boy. All right. Let me see. Let me slip my boots on. We can do that. We can go outside. We'll make it quick so we don't freeze. All right. Like I mentioned earlier, this door is kind of small. So I always picture, if anybody ever seen me trying to get into my camper, it's going to look like Winnie the Pooh when he got stuck. I always go out it backwards. I'm just too big. It's not a very big door. There it is from outside. Gotta be careful where I point it. I don't want people knowing where I work. I don't need to be getting in trouble. But it's raining, sleet right now. But that's what it looks like popped up. I'll have to fix that curtain. Got a little bit of light showing. I'll fix that curtain. Got the leaves falling. Still got one neighbor. Still quite a few people out here. But yeah, and that's the other side. This in here is for the bigger propane tank. And then eventually I'm gonna have, you can plug it back in, but it goes to the old inverter. I didn't trust it after seeing some of the wiring. But yeah, a bit chilly. Chilly. Ooh. After being out there, I'm surprised this thing's keeping the heat in so well, which is good. Cool. Alrighty. And then these maybe it won't light. I was gonna try to light the buddy heater, but they're kind of a pain sometimes. And now that I want it to work, it's not gonna work. I don't know if anybody's ever messed with one of these heaters, but sometimes they work for you great. Sometimes they're finicky. Oh well. I don't need it. It's not that cold. Let me catch up on the chat. Here, I was gonna fix that curtain. There we go. Curtain's fixed. Oh, microphone. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I don't know why my mic turned off. I don't know if you guys have this DJI mic. I just picked mine up, so I'm still learning it. But yeah, so far it's been working out, I think, pretty good. Appreciate it. A $400 fine every day. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's not easy to stream, that's for sure, with a phone. That is for sure. Oh, that's fine, Wade, if you don't talk and chat too much. Usually I'm at work and I just click on to other people's lives and just listen. So that's perfectly fine. It's just awesome that you stopped by. I greatly appreciate it. Great, your support. You know how it is with YouTube. It means a lot. Oh, nice. Glad it sounds normal. That's probably because I'm pretty close to the phone. But that's good to know. I bought my first mic off of YouTube. Or not off of YouTube. Off of Amazon. And I thought it was working, but the more I tested it, I realized it wasn't working. It was so frustrating. So I always heard good things about the DJI mic. So I just picked up one of those, and like everything else, still trying to learn how to use it. Saw your live stream. Oh yeah, I read that one already. Yep, the more you do, the more you feel more comfortable about it. That's for sure. Oops. Go out in the... Oh, no, it's all right. It wasn't that cold. And it was actually, I didn't think about going outside, so that's actually good. That way you can see what the outside of the camper looks like. Oh man, that would be a bummer to lock it out because my truck keys are in here too. That would not be good. Lock myself out of the camper. Man, yeah, that would be horrible. I don't have no spares. I've been meaning to get a spare and stash it somewhere because I always think about that when I'm out in the woods in the middle of nowhere and no service. All it would take is something dumb like that to lose the key or lock myself out or something. But I always let my son know where I am, or my parents. But somebody always knows where I am. I subscribe to your channel. Yeah, I need to catch up on his videos. He does a really good job. Also, his channel. Oh, no problem. Oh, no, don't do that. Hitting the wrong thing. Cancel. The phones are touchy when you're doing the live stream. And you click on, like, just trying to move this chat. Thanks for it's cheap. I picked it up cheap. It is a Dodge. And unfortunately, my son and daughter, as they're trying to learn how to drive, they hit things, so all the dents on it are from one of my kids, usually, mostly. I may have put one or two dents in there. But it's a truck. That's what they're made for. I'm not one of those that babies cars. I'd take mine out in the woods and get it all scratched up from tree branches. So I have my vehicle to play with. But yeah, it's a cheap camper, and that's the other thing I was kind of
YouTube and my channel on is I try to do I don't try, I do everything cheap because that's all I can afford. And I would just want to show people that they can still get out and do things on a cheap budget. It Once you have most of your camping stuff, it matters just buying food and gas and getting out there. But it is kind of pricey to get the camping stuff, but try to buy it used. Man, I wish I could come out there and split firewood for you. I used to love doing that. My uncle had a place. He had a real fireplace. We'd spend hours out there chopping wood. And he also had a hydraulic chopper where you put the wood in there and just pulled the lever and it chopped it. It wasn't as much fun. I like doing it manually. Sorry, still catching up on the chat. Oh, hopefully the mic's working now. I don't know why it turned off. Audio is great. Appreciate it. I can't read the captions on live unless my phone is up. I know. I was worried about that too, but I'm actually being able to read it pretty good. When I've done my lives before, I was afraid of the same thing. So I always had my laptop with me, but I forgot my laptop this time. But it's been working out. I'm still here, Mike, showing your channel support, my friend. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys. And actually, my phone is about ready to die. So if it cuts out, that's really because my phone. But I don't know. I guess I could try to plug it in, but I would have to move you. Let's see. Turn my battery bank on. Turn that on. Starting to sound like Susan now. Her phone is always dying on her. I'm just making jokes, Susan. We got to get you a better phone. Susan's been on the same phone forever. Let's see. I have you guys on my gimbal, so my gimbal doesn't like when it gets touched. It gets all mad. It's plugged in. It's not charging. Oh. Be nice, gimbal. Maybe I plug it in. Oh, that's because that's not on. Too many buttons you got to push to make all this stuff work. I don't know. It's not charging. So I have one of those chargers where it does it. No, the gimbal wants to act up. Where it charges wirelessly. I don't know if anybody else has that issue with iPhones, but I always have that issue. It seems like the regular charging port quits working after a while. Let's see. Let's plug it in this one. How do I turn them on? Don't know. Still learning how to use my power bank too. Don't know. Well, anyways, the phone may die. Sorry about that. And now my gimbal's acting up. Technology got all these things and it acts up. Well, this has been fun. I greatly appreciate you guys all hanging out. I wish I had more battery. I just didn't give it enough time to charge after work. Trish, I have to keep leaving the same for everybody else's channel to come back. Oh, yeah. It's easier to find channels when you're a mod. Oh, I didn't know that. I learned so much from you. Trish, I greatly appreciate it. All your info. That's how I found Trish. Is I was trying. Oh yeah, there we go. Add as a moderator. I was trying to figure out something. Oh, I think it was live streaming how to go horizontal or whichever. And Trish actually made a small video, and I just thanked her for it, and she replied, and so I ended up watching some of her videos, and I liked what I seen, so I subscribed to her. So you never know. Never know how you find people. I wish my phone would charge. You know what I could do? Hey, there we go. Oh, I moved it for a second. It started charging. Come back. There it is. Now we're charging. So, cool. Once again, Trish helped me out. Anyways, I took the gimbal off and it started charging. But this is my gimbal I use. Um, just makes it easier to record, and it will extend. But yeah, put that to sleep. Another thing to get used to learning how to use. I don't know if anybody else uses a gimbal. The mic sounds good. Great. I'm probably so far behind on the chat. I apologize. Let me see if I can skip ahead to see where you guys are. Sorry if I missed anything. ABC Camping with Troy. I've never heard of that one. Love that channel. I will have to look that one up. ABC Camping. Zap. That's for sure. And I'm an electrician, so that's a bad word. We don't like that word. That's too funny. An S5. They disconnected all the phone of its. Yeah, I'm sure they did. That's a pretty old phone. Oh, yesterday. Oh no. Yes, that is exactly how I found your page, Trish. Was I looked up I typed in YouTube how to. I'm pretty sure it's how to go horizontal live, and your page popped up, and I was like, well, I'll click on this one to see what this lady's talking about. And you made it seem so simple. I was like, I couldn't figure. I was like, how did I not figure that out? And then I think you commented back. So when you commented back, I was like, all right, I'll go check your page out. And I found it so interesting how you can crochet. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but it's amazing how you can make clothes and it all looks, both sides look the same. If I did something like that, yeah, it'd be a mess. I don't know how you do it, but it is interesting. Definitely like your videos, and I'm an outdoor person, so when you go outside walking, I love beaches. I'm in Minnesota for work, but as soon as I don't have to work so hard, I'm getting out of this state. This state is too cold. I would love to be somewhere I can be around a beach. Popular video. Yeah, I bet. Especially with the storms coming in, destroying everything and showing. That was neat how you were showing all that. Yes, I did learn that from you too about vertical and horizontal. So that's why I started going back to vertical, because I started doing it horizontal, and I believe that's when you taught me how to stay vertical with your live streaming, because YouTube pushes it out more. I've asked some other people. I don't know if you've seen Rob Montaigne. I can't say his. But anyways, I asked him, and he didn't. Kind of said he didn't think it mattered, but I think it does. Yep, that's how I learned too. Was watching YouTube. I pretty much don't watch anything anymore. I don't even watch hardly any Netflix anymore. I don't know when the last time I watched Netflix. But there is, if I am home and not working, I do like to watch The Price is Right, and I do like to watch Survivor, and then the series that's on is Oil Man. I do like watching that. But other than that, I've always been watching just YouTube, trying to learn things and support other people. It always seems like somebody's on that's live. I want to go horizontal. Have an amazing view. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yep, you do get the better views when it's horizontal. Yeah, yeah, if you don't mind, then yep. Yeah, when I'm out on my boat, I like to be horizontal too because I think it shows better. And I know a lot of people watch on TV, which I'm surprised my parents haven't jumped on. But they watch everything off of TV. Yeah, I don't have any local channels, nothing. It's just all YouTube. So I I got so sick and tired of watching cable and all the commercials. It's like you watch a show, and I was sitting there one night. I was like, I swear I've watched more commercials than the actual show. I was like, I'm done with this. I canceled that. Don't care to watch TV. Random playlist. I did Upside Down Live while driving. that How'd that turn out? An Upside Down Live. That's awesome. I will look for the video, Trish. I have questions. Yes, Trish, she is very knowledgeable. I've learned quite a bit from her. My questions. Yesterday was only the fifth live. Yes, you do awesome on your lives. That's for sure. Probably, and that's awesome that your roaming works and you can now go out and walk around and show your farm off. Well, it is almost 9 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna sign off and get ready for bed. Even though I do get to sleep in. At least I say sleep in because I don't have to get up at 3. I can wake up at 5, but you never know. Sometimes I sleep real good, but sometimes I struggle. Never know how it is. I have breathing problems. I got pneumonia really bad working up here in the cold and had to have quite a bit of lung surgery. And ever since then, I just have trouble breathing. So, but it's life. Only have to be there 30 seconds to count. Yeah, yeah, they only have to be there for 30 seconds and then it counts the views. So that's nice. But alrighty, everybody. I greatly appreciate y'all. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, Mike. It was good talking to y'all. Hopefully, I can catch y'all on your lives when you go live. I think the views you get from virtual live streams are often people just swapping by. Not really interested. Yeah, yeah, it probably is. But hopefully, you can keep them there for 30 seconds so it will count. Oh, appreciate it, Trish. Alrighty. Y'all have a good night. Thanks again.